Mississippi nights were made for the blues. Humid air thick enough to choke on, fireflies winking like fallen stars in the cotton fields. My guitar case felt heavier than usual tonight. Maybe it was the weight of my failures. They called me Bob Jackson, Smiling Bob, though Lord knows there wasn't much to smile about. My voice was rougher than a corncob, my fingers clumsy on the strings. Played every juke joint from Clarksdale to Tunica, and everyone echoed the same: I was no good. Folks said I had no soul in my music, said I couldn't sing a lick about love lost or hard times because I hadn't lived it. Maybe they were right. All I knew was the ache in my chest, the hollow feeling that screamed for something more. The full moon hung heavy in the sky, casting eerie shadows that seemed to writhe and coil. There at the crossroads, the air grew colder. The crossroads, everyone knew the stories. A place of power where deals were made and souls were lost. Desperation makes fools of us all. I was about to become the biggest fool of them all. The man stepped out of the shadows as if summoned by my despair. Tall, dressed in black from hat to boots, his face hidden in the darkness. He smiled, and it was like watching a serpent unhinge its jaw. "You want to play the blues, boy?" His voice was a low rasp, like dry leaves skittering across a graveyard. I swallowed, my throat suddenly dry. More than anything, he chuckled, a sound devoid of humor. Anything. He offered me a deal. Fame beyond my wildest dreams. Talent that would make the legends weep. All for a small price. My soul. He made it sound so simple, so tempting. The devil's always been a good salesman. I didn't hesitate. Not really. Desperation doesn't leave room for doubt. We shook hands, his grip cold and strong, felt like ice flowing through my veins. It was done. The change was immediate. My fingers danced over the strings, coaxing out sounds I never knew existed. My voice, once rough and untrained, soared with raw emotion. I sang of heartbreak and longing, of pain and despair. Sang like I'd lived 1,000 lifetimes and carried the weight of them all. The crowds, once sparse and indifferent, now hung on my every note. Juke joints couldn't hold the throngs that flocked to hear me play. My name was on everyone's lips. Smiling Bob, they called me, though the smile never reached my eyes. I was a puppet, my strings pulled by a force I couldn't control. My music resonated with a chilling authenticity. It was the sound of a soul teetering on the edge of oblivion. People claimed they could feel the devil in my music. They weren't wrong. Success was a double-edged sword. The fame, the adoration, it meant nothing. It couldn't fill the void inside me, the emptiness that gnawed at my soul. The whispers started, quiet at first, then growing louder. They spoke of the crossroads, of the man in black, and the price I'd paid. My reflection in the mirror was a stranger. My face, once youthful and optimistic, was now gaunt, etched with a weariness that belied my years. My eyes, once filled with hope, were now cold and empty, reflecting the abyss that had become my soul. The nightmares came every night, visions of the crossroads, the man in black, and the chilling laughter that echoed in my dreams. I was trapped, bound to my fate by the devil's bargain. My 27th birthday dawned cold and gray. I didn't see the sunrise. They found me in my room, guitar clutched in my lifeless hands. My heart had simply given out, they said. But I knew the truth. The devil had come to collect his due. He always does. Some say that if you listen closely on a moonless night, you can still hear my music carried on the wind. A mournful wail that speaks of lost dreams and the terrible price of ambition. A chilling reminder that some bargains are best left unmade. The devil always collects his due.